For the 1964 and a half model year, the world was graced with a car called the Ford Mustang. Thus, the pony car was born and the world was a better place. Just half a year later, a man named Carroll Shelby took it and turned it into a street-legal race car straight from the factory. That car was called the Shelby GT350. This is the latest version of Shelby's legacy, and this is absolutely amazing. So the current Mustang is a pretty good-looking car. The GT350 takes that and punches up the aggression. You know right away that this is a much more aggressive, sporty car. You've got Shelby stamped right into the lower splitter here, and there's a lower splitter. There's these Shelby snake-like fangs here in the grille with the GT350 badge. You come around to the side, and this wears massive aluminum wheels. If you opt for the more hardcore GT350R, these are replaced with carbon fiber wheels. It's the first production car to get such wheels, and that's amazing. You have super sticky Michelin tires, you have the GT350 badge next to this cool vent, a nice aggressive side sill. You come down to the side, it's still very much a Mustang, but then you get this rear deck lid spoiler, which is part of the track package, and then out back you have 4 big quad exhaust tips. You can tell right away this isn't your average Mustang, and then when you fire it up, you let the world know. When the first Shelby GT350 arrived in 1969, it had the K-code 289 cubic inch V8 under the hood. It's good for just over 300 horsepower. Today, we have a 5.2 liter V8 making 526 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. Additionally, as most of you already know, this has a flat plane crankshaft. That means it's 180 degrees apart instead of 90 degrees. What that does, it separates it from most of the V8s you're used to. The firing order alternates between cylinder banks, and that helps reduce exhaust pulse pressure through the engine. It also makes it sound distinctive and awesome. Stepping into the GT350, if you're familiar with the current Mustang, this is a fairly familiar place. What you're gonna see though is a different steering wheel with this great suede or Alcantara type material. You've got a GT350 badge right here letting you know the chassis number. These Recaro seats are excellent. They feel similar to the ones in the Focus ST, but they're a little bit more user-friendly for bigger people like myself. Those ones in the Fiesta and the Focus seem really tight and uncomfortable. These are well bolstered, but they feel more comfortable than those ones. You've got your short throw shifter right here. I hope you like 6-speed manuals because that's what you're getting with the GT350. Other than that, it's a sports car, so visibility is okay. It's better than the Camaro for sure, but it's still tight. There's better visibility than you might expect, but again, sports car, just worry about what's in front of you. You've got tons of buttons to play with, there's tons of modes. This has the optional track package. It's optional for 2016, and that gives you magnetic dampers, that rear deck lid spoiler, and some other fun things. For the 2017 model, it's coming standard, and that means a price increase. Now, speaking of the price, this 2016 model has a base price around $48,000, and you can spend up to about $62,000. For 2017, it starts at $55,000, but you're getting that aforementioned track package, which really should come standard on a car like this. Now, if you want to spend over that, up to about $70,000, maybe just under $70,000, you can get the GT350R, which I spoke about. Same engine, less weight. You can get it without a radio. You can get the deleted radio. This is a true race car for the street. This non-R version is very much a race car, but the GT350R is the real deal. So the real action obviously happens when you look down, you see this red button. Clutch in. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, it fires that engine to life, but what you really want to do is you want to find the modes. You hear that? The exhaust just opened up. It's ready to rock. So there's regular mode, sport mode, there's a wet weather driving mode, and there's also a drag strip mode. This car, just like a lot of the standard Mustangs, has line lock. So if you want to, you can sit there and roast your very expensive Michelin tires. Otherwise, you can put it into sport and track mode and drive it like an agile Mustang. This isn't the Mustang with the solid rear axle. This is one that is designed to fully dance on a racetrack with the greats around the world. The first thing you're going to notice when you pull away from a stop in the GT350 is just how light the clutch is. I expected to have to use a sledgehammer as my left foot, but it's really light and easy to use. The shifter slots into each gear neatly and tightly, and the steering is fairly light. There's a button here though, if you press it, I just changed my steering feel to sport, and it tightens up. You can actually relax it to comfort as well, but if you pop it into sport, it sets all that stuff anyway, and then you can further refine it from there. The throttle, it's touchy, like you'd expect, but you want that in a car like this. You have to be smart about your applications of the throttle, or else you're gonna go spinning. So Mustangs have always been fun, even with that solid rear axle. Now though, this Mustang, this Shelby GT350 is amazing. I'm on a great California canyon road here, and I mean, this is now a perfect car for a road like this, when before you'd want something like a BMW M4, or even the Camaro SS1LE might have an edge over the Mustang of past. Now there's the Cadillac ATS-V Coupe. There's a lot of competition out there. The Corvette Grand Sport is a great alternative to this car as well. BMW even has a more hardcore M4 in the M4 GTS, which is fully track ready. But this one right here, you're not compromising by buying this car if you're a Mustang fan. This is truly a world-class sports car. Steering feel, turn-in is fantastic. Shifter feel is excellent. Throttle response is wonderful. The engine noise is just perfect for what you're doing. And that magnetic ride suspension just evens out the road, keeps the car flat, and lets you be a hero.